Hi, everyone. If you know me, you probably have followed along on my journey enough to know that the past several years, I've had a series of surgeries, roller coastering health, um, spinal cord injury, um, just a variety of different consequences because of these surgeries and because of these conditions that have altered my life. Some of them are never going to go away. Some of them that are currently causing a lot of debilitating um, symptoms, and those debilitating symptoms roller coaster in and out every day and part of the day. And one week doesn't look like the next week, or 1 hour doesn't look like the next hour. To be on camera with you takes, you know, um, caffeine and pre planning to just rid myself of any other activities so that I can have the energy to give to the camera. Um, it's been a heck of a journey, and I want to invite you into this journey with me. I'll keep this video pretty short because I think as this story develops and I share more and more, that'll be the better way to give you the full picture by giving you bits here, like breadcrumbs on it on the Hansel and Gretel trail. Um, I don't know that I can make it back home if I have a trail to follow like that, but maybe this is more of a trail for you to follow to help stay with me and encourage me as I get from here to the other side of whatever's in front of me here. And I think that's going to be initially, it's going to be some testing, and then it's going to be some treatments for spinal fluid leaks, most likely. That's not confirmed yet, but I'm 98% certain. And we're doing, no, not an upright MRI. We're doing a full spine MRI on the 12th of November. That had to get rescheduled because of a scheduling conflict at the imaging center. So now it's November 12th. We're doing an angiogram and a venogram of this area to see the blood flow in and out of the brain, and expecting to have a stent or two, which is going to be complicated because I don't have, because I have an allergy to metal. I had to have hardware taken out that was put in to fuse my head down to C5. Yeah, it's just been kind of a wild journey so far, and it's not over, and I'd love for it to be over, but I'm not feeling pessimistic. I've been, you may just now be hearing about this, but I've been dealing with all this since November of last year, and I'm having little um, glimpses of things that I can hang some hope on, and that's enthusing me, and infusing is probably a good word too, but it's energizing me to feel optimism and to feel the faith that is involved in this journey. I totally believe God is involved. He has been the whole time. He's been, even whenever I was getting roadblocked, what I call gate kept here at home, the local doctors who were either passively aggressively or unkindly aggressively not giving me the help I needed. I felt like it was God, putting a stop to that path I was on to help me to get to where I needed to go. So I say that to say I know that my faith has been involved in the whole time, but when you can put joy behind that faith, when your situation hasn't changed, but now you have the attention of people who can lead you there and take you there and help to refine that journey instead of just denying that you don't have anything wrong with you. That's good. That's a good place to be. So where I am right now, I just made a GoFundMe video, a shorter one than this, and I've made my GoFundMe account. I'm going to be posting that on my Facebook here soon, and figuring out how else I can get that shared over time. Tomorrow I have to pack up, which won't take much because I'm just doing an overnight trip to go up to Cincinnati, Ohio, to see Dr. Vera Janapa about just an intake appointment, which is why I'm doing it flying solo and doing it as a one night. I'm taking like a toiletry bag is all I'm doing, and taking my, because I had to be pushed around in a wheelchair, not my own. I don't like to take mine when it's just me managing the wheelchair. But the people at the airport will be pushing me around in a wheelchair, but I got to have my walker. So I'm going to have my walker in my lap. If you also do luggage on top of that, they want to put all that in your lap while you're going through the airport, and it's just not fun. And I don't know if you've noticed, but airports are often tiled. So you're just bump, 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 bump with all this stuff bumping on you. It's just not fun. So because I have no money, I also needed it to just be a one night stay. So I'm treating this almost like it's an across town appointment, but I'm taking toiletry bag. I'm probably going to wear this clothes the next day that I wear up there. So trying to keep that nice and simple. That is the first appointment. I leave on Wednesday, and the appointment's on Thursday. So maybe if I have time, I'll make another video on Thursday and try to get that uploaded here. You can keep on checking back to this playlist here on this channel. This is just my personal channel, and I may put some on my quilting channel. It's not the kind of content people over there like to see, but I may still put some there. But I'll definitely be keeping the GoFundMe page updated and Facebook updated. I don't know if I need to do a private group or public group on Facebook for this. I don't know the ins and outs of that. I'll ask ChatGPT and ask some friends and figure it out. But I will do my very best to keep on updating as this journey goes along. Like tomorrow, I'll have more information because the nurse for Dr. Spiota at MUSC, she'll be calling me tomorrow, and we'll be scheduling the it's a dynamic cervical angiogram and venogram. So that's the one where we're looking for the flow of blood in and out of the brain. And so that, he said, would probably be a couple of weeks away. And then on the 12th of November, I'll do my full spine MRI. So even if I don't have any other testing or any other procedures in that time, I'll have enough things to keep you updated on over the next few weeks here. But I wouldn't doubt it if Dr. Vero Janapa in Cincinnati says, I need you to come back to do X, Y, or Z test. And that'll be as soon as I can get it. And as soon as I have funds for that, so that I can have someone go up there with me, because I'll need a caregiver for that. That will not be an overnight visit. Even if, it couldn't be an overnight visit, but if I had to be sedated for anything or any kind of procedure, they always want you to have a caregiver with you. So this is where things are right now. Stay tuned. I'm going to keep moving my needle on everything I possibly can. Just keep this in your prayers, please. There's a lot of people hurting out there, and I know that my situation is not the worst of them. But I know that community matters, and I want to be a part of my community, whether it's just my family and friends and being a grandmother and my quilting community and, extended friends. I want to be a part of that. I want to be a valuable part of that. I feel like there's still something in me that is worth sticking around and performing at my best. If I don't get these things taken care of, it could get dire. Vascular problems going in and out of the brain, that doesn't go pretty, A cervical spine leaks, cervical spinal fluid leaks, that's just not a pretty thing either. That puts you lying down a lot, and it's hard to be productive when you do that. So these things need to be addressed. And I feel blessed that I have some confidence in mankind enough to know that I can put out this ask, and someone's going to care enough to make it. Maybe the whole thing isn't made possible through GoFundMe. How do you put that? What's that term? Grease the skids, enough seed is going to be planted that from this, there'll be a harvest that will matter and will make a dramatic improvement in my life. One of the things that we could really pray for is for my disability claim to just be approved and no more hassle. It's not easy to get disability, even with all of my documented medical stuff that I have, and I have a lot. Spinal cord injury, fused head that doesn't turn to the left, that is tilted up and to the right by 10 degrees. I forgot what my tilt is up. That's a forever thing. That's not changing. All these other issues, they're not changing. Such severe pain, and it's just, there's a lot going on. There's solid reason there for the claim to be approved. So if you could keep that in your prayer, that would lessen the need for this GoFundMe that I'm asking for. But even when I get my disability, my check will not provide for out-of-town travel for doctors or for doctor care or treatments or surgeries. So I'm going to wrap this up. It's 10 minutes and 47 seconds. You guys keep moving your needle. Keep me in your prayers. Please share this. Stay tuned, and I'll let you know how things go. Thank you.